Fleetwood Mac on 93.5 WRQN. Within the hour, we're going to give you a shot at $1,000. So stick around. That's right before 9 o'clock. Sunshine, breezy today. Real nice day in Toledo with a high of 57. Opening day, not so much. Windy, cold, rainy, 43. 41 now in the Cumulus compound. All right, I put a word out last hour about if you're living in pain, you need to text me what kind of pain you're dealing with. And the reason why we're doing that is because joining us in studio, it is Dr. Nick Dumas from Stem Cell International over on Monroe Street. Nick, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right. First off, stem cell. We're hearing more stem cell. I'm hearing other places advertising. I'm hearing, stem cell this, stem cell therapy. You guys were one of the first, if not the first in Toledo, to do this over 4+ years ago. And so everybody knows I've had both my knees done. And I'll talk more on that in a minute. What exactly is stem cell therapy for people that are in pain?
So stem cell therapy is a way that our company will use your own stem cells and or lab stem cells to condition the area for your body to start healing. So stem cells are just great signaling cells. They don't, people always tell me, well, if you put stem cells in, does it grow? The stem cell actually doesn't grow. What the stem cell does is it sits in the area of injury, and it actually signals for your body to bring in the appropriate materials, just like bringing it into the construction site to start replacing or helping the area start to heal. So it's a great conditioning cell. So people always have to know that when they have stem cell therapy, or if they're talking to a company that's stem cell therapy and they're making some, promises about, stem cells do this and that, they must really know that the area, there's very specific cases that are good for stem cell. And if you pick the right cases, you will have great outcomes. And if you do the procedure correctly, you'll have great outcomes. And what we found is that right now, we were, like you said, we were like one of the first to start it. Now everybody's trying to do it. And unfortunately, it's not working in the favor of the patient. So why I'm here today is to inform people that if they do have an issue and they are shopping to do cell therapy, i.e. stem cell, they need to call us first so that we can take a look and have our team do an overview of what's going on.
All right, so we all know that for a year and a half, first year and a half I got back, so 24 through half of 2015, I limped around the building and everybody thought that, oh my gosh, what is wrong with this guy? And I'm just like, hey, my knees are shot, and I was told by a doctor and that I will never run again, and that was before I met you. And then I did the stem cell, the fat transfer, which was a very fun procedure. Anyway, and both knees, and now I'm running 15 to 20 miles a week without pain, which is just amazing to me. I don't limp around, and for me, it's amazing. My sister did it. She had a rotator cuff issue from softball years ago, and she has zero pain. My niece, who's like 31, she stands all day because she's a hairstylist, and her knee's throbbing pain. She came down because they live in Traverse City. They came down, and they had stem cell therapy at Stem Cell International. She has zero pain and still stands all day long. So for my family, it's really worked. Now, here's a couple of questions from our listeners. I have arthritis in my hands, and they hurt so bad. Can it help?
It can, and it's so what would happen with this case? Let's start right there. She would have to come in or send us her medical records. We would do a file review. Our medical team would. Okay, we have medical doctors, the nurses. They sit in the room and they go over through everything. They make sure that they pass the case. We would find out what's causing the pain, and then we would attack that if we could. And if it's outside of the scope in which stem cell could help, we could give her a great referral to somebody that could help her, depending on what's causing the pain. If it's just simply arthritis, we probably could help. If it's an autoimmune disease and arthritis, we'd have to look at that in a different manner, and it would have to be approved by our medical director.
Here's another one. I have 6, you bragger, herniated discs in my back. What type of exercises can I do to strengthen the thing? Physical therapy, the only thing that seems to help with the pain. I don't want to be addicted to the damn pharmaceutical drugs again. I no longer take them. I just suck up the pain. Can stem cell therapy help somebody with 6 herniated discs in my back? That sounds pretty severe.
It's pretty severe. And it all depends on the severity of the disc and the severity of the arthritis around the disc, if there is arthritis, etc. And once again, that's where you would send your medical records in or talk to an expert.
So your MRIs,
yep.
any x-rays.
Yep.
You can upload those on your website?
You can get the information to send it to our practice on the website. Uploading it on our website, no, because it's medical records. You can't.
You don't do that.
No,
Okay.
you can't do that. It's not secured in that manner. But
I didn't know.
But we have easy ways of getting us the information, and once we get the information, it's usually a 24 to 36 hour turnaround. The reason is we're collecting data from all over the world at Stem Cell International. We treat people from India, Europe, South America. We said last week we had people come in from Brazil and so on and so forth. So people are coming from all over the world to be treated by our company. So we are taking in quite a bit of information. So we always tell people, if you send information to us, any kind of medical records, give us at least 24 to 36 hours to get out.
All right. HSA cards, Benny cards are accepted, which is really cool.
It's fantastic.
Now, I know it depends on the severity of the injury and what you're dealing with, but give me like a ballpark, like low-end cost for stem cell therapy.
Okay, so for a knee?
Yeah, let's say a knee.
Start right
Paul's left knee. Paul wants to get the therapy for his knee.
Yeah.
Now, depending on the severity, of course, and how much we have to work around the area of injury, you're looking at right around $3,850 to start for one knee.
So under $4,000 for one knee.
Yep.
Okay, that's relatively affordable.
But this is not just a drive-in. You're not just coming in, getting hit and run. I mean, you do a whole workup, a follow-up, the whole, I mean, it's a program.
It's extremely comprehensive. And the reason for that is that you find in time that people are taking in cases, and not just in the Toledo area. I'm not just going after doctors doing it in
Sure.
Toledo. I'm talking nationwide and sometimes worldwide, depending on where people are coming from. They're just not doing the procedure correctly. I mean, we have people come in, tell us that they had something done somewhere else a couple years ago. We asked them specifically, what did they do? What product did they use? How did they, guide the product into the joint? Did they use ultrasound, or did they use a C-arm or something like that? And they tell us it takes 15 minutes to do stem cell. I'm telling you, if somebody's extracting fat and replacing it into an injured area in 15 minutes, quite frankly,
You're getting ripped off.
I don't want to say that, but it's a very good way
I will.
There you go.
All right, so
we're hearing it more and more. That's unfortunate, and we want to preserve stem cell because
okay,
if you use
that's
the right
where I was taking you. April is Stem Cell Preservation Month. What does that mean?
So for April, we've decided, since we're hearing so many different stories, I mean, you have to understand that we have hundreds of people of calling. I mean, sometimes you see me, Denny, put online, we're sorry if we can't get your call. We have 8 lines.
Voicemail.
It goes to voicemail. We're getting flooded with calls. And what we're finding are people are calling us upset. Horror stories. We had this done. Didn't work. We've heard our friend had it done here. We're from Canada. We want to know what's going on. Or we're from Brazil. We just had somebody from Brazil call. And these chat groups are just calling us a number. And what we're finding is that it's going to end up ruining what we've worked so hard to preserve. So this month, Stem Cell International has decided to call it Preservation of Stem Cell Month, or Stem Cell Preservation Month. So basically what you can do is if you have a bid or a quote from any other clinic in the United States, we'll match it. And on our website, you can click on a piece of paper and it'll ask you a few certain questions, such as where at, what area, what product were they using, and what was the price. You have to verify it. And once you verify it, we'll match it so that you get the proper procedure done. If you're a candidate, you'll get the proper procedure done.
Because not everybody's a candidate.
Not everybody is a candidate. We send lots of people to the local orthopedic surgeons in this town, even if they're from out of the state or out of the country. We tell them that we have a great group of physicians in the Toledo. I will tell you, Toledo has amazing doctors.
Yeah, they do.
The problem with it is not everybody should be doing cell therapy.
And there's that. All right, stemcellinternational.org. Remember that site. Go to that site. There's testimonials up there. Just so much information up there. Start there, stemcellinternational.org. And then you call them for a free consultation. That number is 419-214-1860. That's 214-1860. Nick, good to see you, my man.
Thank you so much for having me on, and I hope to see everybody in Toledo that's having some issues, and hopefully we can help them out.
Entertainment news coming up next on WRQN.
This look at your right now traffic is brought to you by Medical Mutual and Toledo Basement Repair. You can call them at 419-504-HOME. That's 419-504-HOME. We have one accident